I'm going to be breaking down for you today 3 Instagram posts that I posted recently that actually got me clients, that actually got me sales, actually made me money, and why they actually worked, why they worked really well. So you can take that, essence and really bring it into your own content to actually put out content that finally does actually sign you clients and actually gets you results from that. So as I said, I'm going to be breaking down 3 posts specifically for you. These are ones that didn't just get great engagement. They didn't just get likes, the love your content kind of comments. They didn't just get that metric. They actually got me leads. They actually signed me clients just as a result of posting these pieces of content in particular. And the fun thing is I can tell you exactly why they worked so well. I can see the strategy behind them. I can see the, breakdown of what actually was it that got me the client there. What was it that worked really well? And I'm going to be sharing not just what these 3 posts were, but actually the strategy behind this as well. So as I said, you can really take this into your own business and really implement this yourself to get better results in your content. So first post is this one. So this was a post talking about I made this much in January. So great hook, first of all, of course you want to know the answer to that. But I was really breaking down not just that, but all the other important numbers as well. So I was going through my January stats essentially of I went to the gym this many times, I read this many books, this was my income, this was how many sales I made, this was how many new clients I signed, all of those stats essentially from January. And I was sharing all of the exact numbers, which was so powerful and just really juicy for getting people obviously reading, watching, etc. And I was sharing, as I said, both the income related and also the personal ones to just show what it looked like, what went into me having what was a $13,000 cash month for me, what actually went into this. So as it said, this is such a great example, obviously, of kind of showcasing the success I had had, but also really showing what went into it for people, because I didn't just talk about I made this much money, I signed this many clients, I had this many sales, etc. I wasn't just talking about that. I was also saying I read this many books, I went to the gym this many times, I traveled to this many places, etc. All of the just things which went into the month essentially, and the things which led to me having that really successful month. And it's a really great example of just showcasing my approach to business and how just simplified I make everything, and really talking about, that freedom-based idea that I share about so often in my business, because it wasn't a case of, okay, I had this really big month and I worked really hard and hustled really hard for it. It was, I had this really big month and I also read more books than I ever have in one month. And I also traveled every single week for that month. And I was away for most of the month abroad traveling. And I also went to the gym all these times as well. It was very much a, just a holistic look at my life and just showcasing my own beliefs and my own strategy and what I teach clients consistently of, okay, actually, it does get to be really simple and you get to have the business and the life alongside that as well. So I was able to really just showcase that on, just a really great storytelling example essentially of what this looked like for me. Of I was able to have a $13,000 month and still take 4 flights, read multiple books, etc. And I was really in this post selling people on not just that I had this really successful month, but selling people on that this is the way I do business. This is how I do things. This is how I created this success. And I was really selling people on that. And that's what worked really well, because people connected with the way I do business. They connected with, wow, you had that success and it didn't burn you out. You had that success and you didn't have to hustle to get there. And that's what they really connected with. And I had several people reach out to me then about, talking about working together specifically because of that, because of how they connected with just how I do business. So you can really do this through, picking a post that just showcase, how you do things. What is your approach to your niche specifically? Showcasing it just through your lived example, being the lived example of that, sharing what that looks like for you, how you do that in your life. The second post, which worked so well, was this one of POV, you're my client. So this was a reel, and I was essentially here, I said, POV, you're my client. I shared, these amazing kind of testimonials there. I had a picture of, me and my client when we'd done a in-person day together. So it was really great, obviously, for showcasing client results, because you can see so many results. They're just flashing up on the screen consistently there. And it's such great evidence for the pro of working with me, essentially. This works amazingly, especially alongside the kind of post like the last post, to not just showcase that, oh yeah, it does work really well for me doing this, and this happened for me, and that's great for me and everything. But it's really just showcasing for people this works across all industries. This works for all of my clients. This is a result that everyone is getting by doing business in this certain way. So it's really just showing the evidence and the receipts and the tangibility to working with me, essentially, of why this actually gets really great results. And what worked really well for me, I feel like, that is it just made it so clear that working with me just gives clients an ROI. It gets them results. It is a positive experience. It is an experience where you're actually going to, achieve that thing which you came into the program for. So it's really great to have that type of content, which is just showing just hard evidence, essentially, of how you're actually getting that result for your clients, how you're actually helping your clients to achieve that specific thing. And then the third one is a post I specifically did on what I did to spend 10 months traveling with my business. This was a reel again. This was just what the cover looked like with the palm tree and the plane there. So this one specifically, I went into a lot of the beliefs around business for me, of how I believe in, traveling and getting to do all of those things, and also having the business success as well. And again, talking about the kind of freedom base, the simplicity, and all of those things. And this worked really well for a similar reason to the first one, because it's just showing how I think about business. It's showing how I approach things, how I do things, and a lot of my kind of values it's talking about specifically there as well. And it just gave me a really great opportunity to, not in the same way as the first one, where it's really showcasing, okay, here's how I do business, here's how I believe in doing things, but this is just really my core values, essentially. And it gave people a great opportunity to really connect with, if they align with these values, if these are also important things for them, they can really connect with these things and really, decide they want to work with me because of these specific things, because we share those values, because these are important to both of us as well. And this was, again, just really a powerful post, I would say, where I just really connected with my ideal client. And then I sold one-to-one coaching from this as, I'm helping you to not just build the business, but I'm helping you to live into all these values, to do all of these things as well. So those are 3 specific posts which worked really well for me recently, which, as I said, they actually got me clients. They worked, essentially, and that is a strategy breakdown behind why they worked, really. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button below and let me know in the comments what you found helpful, and make sure to implement these the next time you're creating content. I will see you in the next video tomorrow.